Hello, my name's James Harley and I'm 54 years old. And just before I do that, what I'd like to do is I'd like to tell you about a business opportunity that I'm involved in. But before I do that, what I'd like to do is I'd just like to give you a wee bit of information about myself and a wee bit about my background, because you're probably wondering, well, who is this guy, James Harley? So, where does it start? Well, like most things, it started at school. I left school at 16 and I left with no qualifications at all. Probably just because I wasn't very academic, to be honest. I was one of these guys that preferred just to play sports and just be a bit of a tearaway, which I was when I was a kid. So left school at 16, no qualifications. What did I do? My first job, I worked in a bakery, but I soon left that. Probably sorry for this one because there was just no bread in it, which is fine. Just the pay was crumbs. My next job after that was I worked for an engineering company, and that was quite interesting because you know, screws and bolts and nails, all that kind of stuff. You know how you get that kind of silver color. Well, if you're not, if you know, but they have to be galvanized. And what I was doing was I was galvanizing screws and nails and stuff like that. But I didn't really like that job because it was working with chemicals and it was a horrible smell and it's just yuck. So I did that job for about a year or something like that. And then after that, I decided I need to do something a bit more creative in my life. So that's when I decided to join the army. So I joined the British Army in the Gordon Highlanders as an infantryman, just like the lowest kind of job you can get in the army. As long as you can point and shoot a rifle, off you go. So that was a fantastic career. I really enjoyed it. But I'm one of these guys. It's a bit of a round peg in a square hole, and I'm a bit of a renegade, and I like to think outside the box. And I never quite took orders as they were meant to be, or I always question them, kind of thing. So I thought I'd join my career in the army. It was good. I was just maybe a wee bit too colourful for them. I did some time there. I did 4 years there, and I thought I'd join my time there. I had fantastic friends, mates. What happened was it can be really taxing on the body. So like when you're maybe digging a trench in freezing conditions up in the hills somewhere in the middle of nowhere, really hard going, and you're lifting heavy weights all the time, it can be really taxing on your body. Even to this day, I still get a little bit of back pain in my lower back. So maybe I need to go and see Mr. Brian Knight and he'll sort it for me because I know he's quite good in that area. So if you're watching this, Brian, give me a shout. So yeah, I was in the army for 4 years, and when I left, I left basically because, and I also did a wee bit of combat experience as well. I was in a combat zone for about 6 months in the Troubles in Ireland. So, but we'll talk about that. When I left the army, I was kind of on my own for a wee bit. I was actually sofa surfed because I didn't have anywhere to go, and I was homeless for quite a wee while, so sofa surfing. And then eventually I got a job. I got a job in security, like, you know, the guys that deliver money to the banks. So I did that for a couple of years. So when you get your money in the bank, I'm the guy that brought the money from the mint or wherever the money comes from. Did that for a wee while, and then I passed my driving test. I got a job as a driver, and I was a courier, self-employed courier for about 10 years, which a job that I really liked. You were out on the motorways every day, driving up and down. Quite a lonely job, really, but long hours, quite good money, quite good job. But unfortunately, the recession hit, and people didn't need their stuff delivered anymore, so that was a bit of a problem. But because I was still in that industry, I kind of I thought to myself, I can still do this, and I managed to get a job with a big national company, which I did, a large company, just delivering parcels. So like, you know, like the parcel guy for Amazon comes to the door and you get your parcels. I did that every day. Basically, just an extension of being in a courier, but just like doing the same thing. But so I did that. I've done that for a number of years, and then once again the recession hit. Job's gone. You're made redundant, and then kind of like, what do you do next? So then because I've always kind of been an alternative sort of guy, you know, and I like to think outside the box. I trained in hypnotherapy, and I did that for about a year and a half, training hypnotherapy, and then opened a little office in Edinburgh, in Scotland. Unfortunately, I had to close it just because I wasn't getting enough customers. Um, and to be honest, looking back, I can see why I failed, because I kind of like my marketing was rubbish. I just didn't know how to market, and the company that I learned the hypnotherapy from, that side of it had been a bit lax, so I didn't know what to do. So basically, what I did after that was I decided to move, and my girlfriend at the time, and this is just about a year and a half ago, I moved to Cyprus. And for the last year and a half, I've been living in Cyprus with my girlfriend, and we had like a little business that we did there together. Unfortunately, we broke up. It's just the way it is sometimes in relationships happen. So we broke up, and I came back to Scotland. So when I came back to Scotland, I was kind of like, I left it a bit of a loose edge. What did I do? What did I do? Interesting. I know. I'll look online. So I started looking online, and I looked at all the various businesses and the things that you could do. And when you look online, there's just heaps of stuff. You know, there's the scams and the scams, and because there's so much choice, you just don't know, do you? It's just so difficult. So I was on Facebook one day looking about, and I noticed Paul Turner. Paul Turner turned up on Facebook, and he was just chatting away as you do. And he started talking about Forex, and I thought, what's that? No idea. Now, the closest I had come to Forex was like when you change your pound to a euro. So I kind of knew about that. And I thought to myself, right, that's interesting, yeah. So I kept watching Paul, and then I did a wee bit of independent research. So I googled the company IML to find out what more it was about, and I thought, you know what, this could maybe be something I can maybe do. The thing that interested me about the company was when I found out it was network marketing, I went, oh no, network marketing. Because I have done a bit of network marketing before. I used to be involved with a company called Herbalife way back in the early days, in the 90s. And I had about maybe 3 or 4 people in my team. And they kind of dropped away just because nobody wants to recruit and sell. So when I found out that the Forex company, they don't, there's no requirement to recruit and sell unless you really want to. That kind of appealed to me, because I thought, well, there's a product where you don't actually have to like eat or skincare or like that. You don't have to use it. You just use it in the markets, and away you go, and it just makes you money. That kind of really appealed to me. So that was good. What else? So the company, what other things appealed to me about IML? Definitely the education platform. Now, before I looked at IML, I kind of looked at the cost of Forex, and basically it was ridiculous amounts of money. It was like 12 grand, you know, like $12,000, £12,000, whatever country you're in, to go and learn about Forex. Which is a lot of money, like for just like an ordinary person. And so when I realised, you know, I can learn this stuff for basically this like 180 quid or 150 quid, $180 kind of thing a month, I thought that's quite a good deal. And then when I discovered that you can actually, if you get like build a wee team, people can come in and they can help reduce that, take that fee away, or even just pay like a wee residual income. And I thought, well, that's a no-brainer. Go for it. So I decided to do that. The best product I like in the company is I quite like the swipe trades, easy copy and paste, no problems. I quite like the harmonic scanner, which is quite good when it's working, of course. I'm not mentioning that. So that's a good product as well. What else? My hobbies, yeah. One of my hobbies is I like when I was in Cyprus, I got a chance of going on a jet ski for the first time, and I absolutely adored it. I was so knackered at the end of it, you didn't have to bother going to the gym every day. So that's one of the things I want to do. I want to go back to Cyprus and get on a jet ski in the weather and get away from the cold and the snow in Scotland. So if anybody is looking for like an opportunity and they're interested in finding more about what Forex can do for you, how it can build an income for you, just give me a shout and you can come chat to me. No worries. Thanks very much. How do you finish this?